Since March 2020, schools have mostly remained closed and children have had to remain at home to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Apart from being a serious medical concern, the pandemic is also causing psychosocial challenges among children of all age groups as they experience a heightened level of stress. Good morning, everyone. Let me discuss to you the roles of parents, community, and other stakeholders' involvement in effective home-based learning. It is normal for adults and children in the family to feel stressed, fearful, and overwhelmed during these challenging times. Parents face obstacles as well as such recognizing and dealing with their children's needs and expectations, and assisting them in coping with a variety of situations. Children benefit immensely when parents and caregivers in the family show genuine interest, invest quality time, support, and get actively involved in their learning. Also, when both parents and teachers work together as partners, it contributes to children's learning and ensures their well being. In this new normal of the COVID-19 pandemic, parental roles and responsibilities have increased. Parents took on the teacher, therapist, counselor role for their children while also handling their anxieties. For the first time in a long time, many parents and children have all been under the same roof. Parents is of great significance in the current age of disruption in all spheres of life. The lockdowns due to the COVID-19 pandemic forced children to be confined to their homes. Closed schools have also meant little scopes for play, fun, or any outdoor activities with friends. Parents are facing multiple challenges in the wake of the pandemic and ill health of family members. Technology is providing them with myriad new opportunities for exploring pathways and performing new roles. School, teachers, community, and volunteers are pivotal in assisting parents to participate in supporting home-based learning for their children. Parents, as the primary resource in the educations of their children, is best exemplified in home learning or home-based learning. Home learning is the activity or set of activities that parents and family members may engage in to help their children succeed academically. This partnership role between parents and our family members and schools may have the greatest impact on achievement. And community members as supporters and advocates for their education of their children is facilitated through site-based school restructuring. Restructuring schools to create parents and community partnership with schools focuses on organizational structure, changing activities, creating new relationships between parents, families, communities, and schools, and implementing innovative strategies are ways that schools can restructure to facilitate parents and community involvement in this role. There we have different programs that we implement in DepEd, such that parents and other volunteer individuals can help in teaching learners at home, like the Brigada Pagbasa. There are key program elements and strategies that are specific to those programs that are designed and implemented to enhance the partnership roles of parents, families, communities, and schools. Successful initiatives consider these program elements and strategies in design, development, and implementation. Principles for supporting continuity of learning and children's well-being. Let's take note of the following. Create a safe and engaging environment. Let's create a flexible but consistent daily routine. Get children to decide their daily routine in which there is dedicated time when they would be studying. At the end of each day, take a minute to think about the day. Ask your children about one positive or fun thing that they did. Set aside time to spend with each child. Switch off the television and phone. Ask your children and what they would like to do. Listen to them, look at them, and give them your full attention. For number two, Create a positive learning environment. Say the behavior you want to see. Use the positive language. It works. It's hard to feel positive when young children or teenagers are not listening, or when they are stubborn or demonstrating challenging behavior. We often end up saying, "Stop doing that." But children are much more likely to do what we ask if we give them positive instructions and lots of praise for what they do right. As adults, we are role models for children. Be an empathetic listener. Decide to do a family activity every day where everyone participates. When we model peaceful and loving relationships, our children feel more secure and loved. Positive language, active listening, and empathy help maintain in a peaceful and happy family environment in these stressful times. Family harmony at home is very important. For the number three, let us use the positive disciplining. When children misbehave, take a pause and redirect them to a different activity. Try and catch early signs of challenging behavior. Try to find out reasons for the behavior and discuss it with the child. Try and understand what is bothering them. If the situation does not improve, contact the school to provide counseling to the child. Use consequences. It is better than hitting or shouting at children. Have fun with the children. School shutdown is a chance to make better relationship with our children and teenagers. One-on-one time is free and fun. It makes children feel loved and secure and shows them that they are important. Ask children to talk about their teacher, their favorite subjects and activities at school, their friends, and what they did not enjoy about school. Ask the children to remind everyone in the family not to touch their nose and mouth and wash their hands with soap regularly and make them hand washing fun. Young children learn through play. These activities can be fun and educational for everyone. Movement games within the home will provide physical exercise. Telling stories, singing songs, using household objects for acting, and the memory games can be fun for children of all ages. Playful parenting is socially interactive, joyful, meaningful, and actively engaging. Suggestions for age-specific activities are presented later in my presentation. So for the last one, you must have the realistic expectations from the child. Praise your child when they are behaving or doing well, and be realistic in your expectations. All work done by children is very important. As parents, it is very important to remember and appreciate the child's work in the school, helping with age-appropriate household activities, creative activities such as new drawing, new song, or a story that they may have developed. Encourage them to take up new interests, reading, singing, dancing, and etc. Take care of health and eat healthily. It is very important that the entire family take care of their health. Adopt all COVID-19 prevention behaviors like hand washing with soap and water, sneezing and coughing in the elbow, wearing masks when stepping out, and in addition, it is also important that the children get to eat healthy food and snacks. Help children to develop a habit of doing some exercises or yoga daily. Parents must talk to their children about safe and unsafe touch, set boundaries for children, apprise children of the risk of talking to stranger and not going out alone. Talk about the COVID-19 to dispel rumors. Share stories about those who are helping to prevent the spread and care for the sick. In case of someone is unwell in the family, then children are observing must be observable. They will have questions. Listen to them. Be honest and supportive. It is okay not to know the answers. support for the continuity of learning through parents' involvement, here are some ways. A positive and an engaging environment encourages children as they feel supported for learning at home. Create a safe, engaging, and positive environment. Create a flexible but inconsistent daily routine. Set aside time to spend with each child. Use positive language. You must become aware of the learning goals of your child. Be an empathetic listener. Decide to do a family activity every day where everyone participates. Learning outcomes have been laid down for every class and every subject. Discuss with the teacher the learning goals and standards that are expected of your child. In simple language, this is the beginning point of your participation in your child's home-based learning. Find out the basic resources you need for ensuring the achievement of these learning outcomes, such as textbooks, worksheets, e-content, and if you have the digital devices. It is important to find out that your child is actually learning. You are already their teacher. When children misbehave, take a pause and redirect them to a different activity. Try and catch early signs of bad behavior. Use consequences. It is better than hitting or shouting at children. Keep learning simple. Your children may have access to learning materials through books, radio, television, or the internet. Aside from the reading or learning materials, you can help children learn in many other ways. Talk to your children about your daily tasks. Share positive memories from your own childhood. Explain what you like to learn at school or from your own parents or other family members. Have realistic expectations from your child. Praise your child when they are misbehaving or doing well. Encourage them to take up new and talk to your child. Encourage your child to talk to you and discuss what he or she is learning. Children are picking up a lot of new knowledge and have gathered information on many new topics, including the COVID-19. In case you are unable to address their questions, contact the teachers and ask for their support. Children learn from children. Encourage older siblings to explain concepts and topics to their younger siblings. This supports joint problem solving and reinforces learning for both. Encourage children to work on a task together. As for it, as far as possible, encourage children are not involved in any household work during their designated time to learn and that girls get equal opportunity to continuity learning. An adult must always try to be with young children and when they are engaged in their learning activities, as far as possible, a designated space that is safe and ventilated may be made available for children for their learning activities. If the family has digital tools that can be shared with children, then make this available as at a fixed time so that children can access the learning resources. Keep children safe online by using technical fixes in your home and involving children in creating family practices around healthy device use. Spend time with your child when they go online. Also make them aware of privacy issues, cyberbullying, and etc. Parents as partners with teachers. Connect with the teacher regularly and share updates about your children. Inform the teacher about what your child is learning and any areas that your child needs additional support and also talk about your child's well-being. For the working parents, if ever, there may be a situation where both parents are working and no adults are there for supervising children and children may have to be left alone at home. In such situations, as a parent, you may want to consider the following. Is your child physically and mentally able to care for himself or herself? Is she or he willing to stay alone in your absence? Does he or she know whom to contact and how to contact in case of emergency? Does your child obey the rules and make good decisions? How does your child respond to unfamiliar or stressful situations? Does your child comfortable or fearful about being home alone? Ensure the safety of home and neighborhood. Teach your child how to contact you, how to raise alarm in case of emergency. In such situations, inform the school teachers and community or volunteers, if any, to supervise the children in rural areas. Families often support each other in taking care of the children. Here are the 5 tips to help your children continue their education at home. Number 1, don't overthink it. Again, don't overthink it. Don't take this very serious. Let's make them enjoy and have fun. For number 2, we have set up learning space. Number 3, have a realistic schedule. Make it realistic and friendly schedule. For number 4, be a facilitator. Make them learn. Facilitate the learning to your child. Last one, you don't need to study the whole day because making them study the whole day make them stress. Just limit your time in making them learn. Now let's move on to the role of parents in home-based learning. First, as a teacher, even without the lesson plans, teacher's guide, and formal training, you as parents have successfully taught your children valuable skills. Parents can be a manager also. As a manager, you can keep track of your child's progress, manage time, schedule, discipline, ensure good nutrition, sleep and rest, together develop strategies for conflict resolution, constructive problem solving and decision making, anger management, tolerance, and etc. As a manager, you can all be impacted by being a role model of yourself. Parents can be a facilitator. As a facilitator, help your child in academic activities by providing adequate resources, materials, books, worksheets, printouts, access to internet connectivity, online learning, and provide hygienic and well-ventilated study spaces. Parents can be a counselor. As a counselor, you can provide emotional support to your adolescents when they are going through the most difficult times. Help them deal with challenges or conflicts in a calm and productive way using the problem solving skills. As an organizer, you as parents have great organizational skills. You may plan daily schedules or routines. You may plan the co-curricular activities, games, and arrange the resources according to the school requirements. You may help your child manage materials and activity sheets, create homework folders, checklists, schedules, and a clean distraction-free space for studies. Adequate nutrition is very important for the growth and development of your child. You may also ensure that your child has a good eating habits. Make them eat healthy and nutritious food. Parents can be a good motivator also for the children. You can motivate your children to plan their future. Ask them to share their dreams and assure them that you would walk through with them through their journey. Motivate them to have high expectations rather, and make them dream high but with a foot firmly on the ground. That is very important. Reminded also that not only the parents and teachers are responsible for this learning, for the learning of these young minds. The community and stakeholders are also involved and have important roles to participate in their learning. They can provide assistance and resources. They can identify and integrate resources and services from the community. They can provide facilities, coordinate remediation and homework, distribute assignment planners to students, and they can also provide the availability of the resources. This is evident in the Brigada Eskwela, the crafting of school improvement plan, Gulayan sa Paralan project, Brigada sa Pagbasa, feeding program, and any other best practices in the different schools that being participated by other stakeholders and community. Ways for parents to engage with the learning of their children at home. Engage in play-based activities with your children, linking the classroom to real life, puzzle, words association, and other mindful activities. Let your child read aloud along with you. Parents should allow children to learn by exploring, support their hobbies and interests. Kids can also learn from their peers because learning cannot be only happen in school, but they can also learn from their peers, from their environment. Parents to engage with the learning of their children at home, they should have to set learning goals. They have to manage time and track their progress. They have to motivate their children and cultivate an interest in learning. All right, that's all. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.